Afternoon. Here we are back at it again, and of course this time we're to the Blue Bowl. We're still in the process of cleaning up the concentrates from Lake Superior beach sand. So I'll let you watch me get started, and I pause you. I'm going to show you what we're getting here. To get your Blue Bowl going, it's a good practice. It's running about a half inch or a thumbnail from the top. So we let it develop the speed here. And the one thing about it is you have to understand that when you add material, it's going to affect the flow. It'll either increase or decrease depending on how much material is in your Blue Bowl. So we'll let you watch you get started here. And there it is, about a half inch. 3/4 of an inch probably, but anyway, we'll start there. And actually it's already a little too fast. Well, before I get started, I'll turn it down a little bit. You gotta let it develop. There we go. Now we put our material in around the edge. Let it begin its job. Yeah, I'd like to have the silicone in it, but I don't have silicone in it in my Blue Bowl yet. Something I'm working on getting my own method of doing that. While you're getting it started, it's a good idea to get this stuff away from the cone, back to the edge, give it a chance to start properly. And we'll see where this comes to. Yeah, I'm thinking it leaves a little bit more. Now, because it's got material in there, you may have to adjust it a couple of times. But it's already starting to develop the sprocket pattern inside of there. I'm thinking I'm just about where I need to be. I'll crank it up just a little bit. Here we go. Alright, there we go, there's the sprocket. You can see the sprocket pattern down in there. Alright, now I'm going to take this down a little bit because as the material is washed up that cone, it'll increase the speed because there's not as much resistance in the Blue Bowl. I'll turn it down a little bit more. Yeah. And I probably should add some surfactant in here because we're dealing with very fine gold. I see a piece out there already. If you look straight down here, and straight down there, under my finger, there's a piece of gold sitting out there away from the center. So it is working. I won't mess with that until I got this little batch of material run. There's another piece. That's the whole idea of it. Leaves the gold behind and washes the black sand out of it. There's 3 pieces. It takes too much time to run this thing. I know most people that have one don't really have the patience to run it. So going to get a bunch more gold out of some of this stuff because it's been run 2 or 3 times through the gold hog molding sleeves. Now, as there's less and less material in here, I may have to decrease the flow a little bit. I'm going to run all of this material through this thing. I'm saving my last cons from the molding sleeves for last. I'm going to run all this Lake Superior beach sand through this again. Run it all through it. Yeah, it's gold floating, so I'm going to I'll have to run it again anyway, but I'm going to have to add some perfector to it. Anyway, we've got just about all the black sand out of there, so I'm going to stop it, and we'll see what kind of gold's left around that cone, around the cone. Now I got a spare snuffer bottle here. This is the one I'll be sucking up the gold with. I'll try to set you up so you can see that. And the spare snuffer bottle is for sucking out the black sand. So I can just go ahead and feed another batch. And I'll get you close enough here. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. What you see down in there is there's a little bit of gold here. Got those 2 pieces. And then you take your stuffer bottle and you just blow this stuff out away from the edge. see how much more gold there is. And I'm not seeing much more. No. Alright, so I'll use the other snuffer bottle to snuff the black sand out of there, and I'll get ready to run another batch. It's not perfect, but most of it's out of there. Alright, so I'm going to add some surfactant, and I'll bring you back on when I got another batch run. There's the second batch. You can see that gearbox shake taking place down in there. And we'll bring you back on when we're ready to get the gold out of it. Okay, I just turned it off, and if you look, you can see that there's little pieces of gold around that cone. And I'll blow that out of the way and snuffer up the gold. And then I'm going to put a batch in here that's going to have more gold in it. Because this stuff here, I ran this a few times. Gold off. I didn't expect to find much gold in it, but I was going to use the blue bowl to get it anyway. And I'll snuffer that up with the other snuffer bottle. And I classified this down to minus 30 met. You try to go much higher than that, it's not going to do much good trying to separate fine gold out of it. Now the next batch should have more gold in it. I did get most of the gold. Let me make sure I get this. I'm gonna load a batch out of this here. There should be more gold in this. Start her up. We'll give it a couple minutes here. Bring it up a little bit more. There we go. It's a little too hot. That's what happens in a blue bowl. The less material that's in there, as it washes out, the blue bowl picks up speed. So you got to back it down as you're working. Now it's trying to soon the sprocket. Like I said, there should be a little bit more gold in this. We'll see. I'll bring you back on when I go to clean it out. Okay. Now, since I dumped that in there, there's been that one piece of gold right down there by my fingertip that stayed there the whole time. There might be some finer stuff around the edges there. I'm going to snuffer that piece up and see what's around the edge. Not much left in that either. Okay, so we'll load it up again. And you understand the process. I'll bring you back on when I got something that's kind of a cleanup I can show you. Alright. Now this time you're going to see a bunch of specks of gold. There's a bunch right over here on this end of the cone. The piece there, the piece over here. Right there, right there. So I'm going to snuff them up. And that's going to be it for this one, because I'm just going to go ahead and run this for a while. And when I come back to do another video of this, I'm going to be dumping what's in this snuffer bottle in that blue bone runway. So I will see you all next time I see you.